Hi, it's Pamela Sullivan back again, and I'm here for just a really quick drop-in because I've been having some questions from people about these interesting times that we're living in and wanting to make some changes in their life and how to have a positive attitude going forward. And all I can tell you is that you have to make a decision to keep that positive attitude going. There isn't any good time, even before these interesting times that we live in. And you know what I'm talking about, unless you were living under a rock for the last 6 to 8 months. We are going through some challenging times, no doubt. Can you have a positive attitude during this time? Of course you can. There is still a lot to be positive about. The number one thing you need to be positive about right now is the fact that you're still standing, because a lot of people are not. And I don't mean to be flip about that, but it is a fact of life. If you're watching this, you are still in the game. So count yourself lucky for that. And if you still have breath in your body and energy running through your veins, you have the ability to still make some change in your life and to do things in a better and new dynamic way. So that positive attitude, of course you can have a positive attitude through this. It doesn't mean that you're not looking at the reality of life and how things are going, but positivity only means that you know that you can still make a difference for yourself despite everything else that's going on. You don't count yourself out, you're not quitting, you're not sitting on the bench looking at life go by. I'm talking to those of you who are in the second half of your life, just like myself, and wanting to make change and to spiral up your circumstances for yourself. It doesn't mean that you sort of give up because, well, the earth has sort of twisted and turned upside down. This is a good time to actually make change in the face of what we call crisis and catastrophe. Everybody's running around trying to figure out what to do. All you need to do is to have a level head on your shoulders. Sit down and do a little bit of pre-planning. What do you want? Answer that question. What do you want? I know a lot of you looking are probably still not understanding how to answer that question. Now, come on. We only have so much time left. And if you're in the second half of your life, the clock's ticking. And again, I don't mean to be flip about this, but it's a reality. We only have so much time in this life, in this existence. So get serious with yourself. There's no one coming with a permission slip to say, now's your time, go. Now's your time, go. Give yourself the permission. No one's coming to give it to you. All right, and even if they did come, were you going to go anyway? Make the decision. Have an attitude of gratitude and a positive attitude. It doesn't mean that you're going through life in a sort of Pollyanna-ish type of thing. No, I'm not asking you to be, to disregard what's going on around you and to just see life through rose-colored glasses. Of course not. I'm asking you to get on board with life in a very powerful way, to get on board with life in an organized way, to go do the thing that you want to do. Surround yourself with positivity, either through books, other people, so create a tribe of positive people, get involved with videos, get involved with Zoom calls where everybody on that call is moving towards their grand purpose. What's your grand purpose? You see, once you find that grand purpose, I'm telling you, life suddenly becomes very positive because you're working on something that has meaning for you. A lot of people lose an attitude of positivity because they're just doing the same thing over and over and over again and they don't like it. Whatever that happens to be. I don't mean that because you have a job and you're working. Many people love their job and it's a grand thing that they get to go do every single day. But what is it that you're doing that's sucking the life energy and the joy out of your life? Now's the time to find a purpose that brings joy. Now, a purpose doesn't mean that you are just grinning from ear to ear every second of the day that you're doing it. I love my purpose, but some days it gets really hard. Some days I get worried. Some days it gets, it just throws me down. But I know where I want to be going. I may not even get there. That's the other thing. But I know what I'm working on it every day, and it gives me the drive. It fuels me up in such a way that I will get through the hard times in the best way that I can because I know what I'm all about. And that's the beauty of purpose. All right. So if you want to live a life full of positivity, you find what you were meant to do and go do it. Even if it's after work, if you have a job because you have to pay your bills and stuff, do it. Find a way to bring it into your life and just get it done. Surround yourself with positivity. Create an atmosphere of beauty the best way that you can. Bring in positive messages to your life, positive music, positive food, positive people. Do what you can to make sure that the environment in which you live and breathe and have your being every moment of the day is feeding you and fueling you to the best of your ability. Read those books, watch those shows, listen to those podcasts, have conversations with people, even strangers that you deem to be the type of energy in which you wish to see yourself living. Okay? So I'm going to leave you with that because I think you know where I'm going with this. But I just need to come in and drop a little injection of energy into you about this thing. It's about positivity. It doesn't mean because the world seems to be going to hell right now that you got to go with it. Okay? Take off the news. Take off the news. You don't need to be following those lines every single moment of the day. And pick up that thing that will fill your heart with joy. Because when you're filled with joy, everybody else gets filled up with joy too. But you have to be the example. You have to begin. Find that thing. Work on that thing as much as you possibly can. If you have a job, come home, do what you got to do, and just work on your thing for an hour. That's all that it is. But it's an hour formulated specifically for you to inject the energy and joy of life into you. Okay? So if you enjoyed this message, please like this video and leave a comment for me, a positive comment for me, so I know that I'm on the right track here for you. And of course, subscribe to this YouTube channel. Okay? So again, I leave you with this. Find joy and fill up your life with positive attitudes and messages. And just be. Have fun. You only get one chance at this. See you again. Bye-bye.